where we left off there, you guys are outside of the tomb where you believe the Khan to be, because Nazim is attempting to answer the riddles of the Oracle Sphinxes out front of it. The sandstorm has died down, and you guys are aware, of course, that any communication that is not spoken by Nazim or a wrong answer spoken by Nazim is likely to be very dangerous. Well, I thought I'd fix that, but apparently not. I just got spammed with Sarah's spell slots all of a sudden. I don't know, like they can't do it in a single. Oh, don't worry about it, Becky. It's fine. It doesn't hurt anything.
Look at my character page.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Really, it doesn't hurt anything. It's just I don't know. So I went through. I did finally fix the stupid click thing. Like I can actually click you guys now, and it doesn't drag you across the screen. I fixed that. Fox, it looks like it dropped for you. Is it still loading? Oh, this looks like it's back. Except your audio may be gone because I haven't heard you. Sarah, though, when you click them, I guess it's when you go to that page, then it refreshes the whole thing on my side, and it like spams with one line for every spell slot you have, which is 9. So 9 lines of stuff that fill up the chat window. I'll figure that out later, though, and get that removed. The main thing was when I click you guys and having it freaking drag across the screen was really obnoxious. So, all right, Fox, audio-wise, can you hear us? Yeah, just did it again, Sarah.
Yeah, I can now.
Okay.
For some reason, the Embers thing is just not loading.
It looks normal on my side for you. Like I can see you in. Hang on, let me pull to scene. Try that. I don't think that will do anything, but we can try. That's probably what I was seeing then, because I saw you disappear and then come back, but it was probably you trying to refresh. Any difference, Fox?
No, it's still not loading. It's saying it's slowing down.
It's saying what? It's slowing down what?
We lost audio.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Great start, everybody. So I did a one-off last weekend.
There we
I have
go,
a
now it's
Christmas. Oh,
Cool, Fox. She said it's loading.
perfect.
Did a one shot?
I did a holiday one-shot last weekend.
Yeah.
I'm doing the same one on Sunday with a different group of people.
Mhm.
Made a one-shot. Thought it was gonna be 3 hours. Took 6. I forgot. Like how people who play D&D regularly,
Yeah.
they are so easily off the rails and go and do whatever the fuck. Like even on a one shot, like I was like, nope, I gotta rein it in. I gotta take half the people that live in this town and they're dead now. They're gone. They're on vacation. This is not like they're like, let's go talk to all the people. I was like,
you gotta keep that shit on rails. Yeah.
Yeah. It was it's been so long since I DM'd, but I thought it was really fun. It was a neat little one-off.
Nice, dude. You wrote it yourself?
Yeah, it's literally I'm doing it again on Sunday. I think it's gonna be this time about 4 hours instead of 6, which is fair. I can do 4 hours.
Nice, dude. Did Leah play? Is that the minis that you painted? Because that looked like one of that was Leah's character, right? Did she just play the same character?
I wanted to repaint it. Her old one was on the filament printer, not the resin, so I wanted a nice high quality one. And then the other ones, I think 2 of them are for Evan. I made 2 because so I'm doing this other thing where I'm giving them their minis in a little clear like ornament shell so they can hang them from the trees. But a couple of the minis, like if they're holding their sword up or in like a big or there's a slightly larger character, unless they're in a very specific position, they don't fit in the ornament globe. So his I printed and painted twice.
But
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, Fox, that finished loading for you? You just muted yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, because I put you guys through a different thing because, it kept disconnecting on my computer. So I'm like, let's try this. I was going to put it on the other computer, but then I realized I wouldn't have a mic, so that'd be awkward.
Well, you actually, I mean,
you sound
either one's fine, but you actually sound better. Yeah, you sound like I actually just turned you down to like I used to have you maxed out because you're normally really, really quiet. But wherever you're connecting from now, I just set it back to 100% instead of 200, and you sound clear as like.
Oh, because I put it on I just put it on a different thing, so it's just closer than my microphone, I guess.
Sure. Well, it's working better anyway, so that's good. Did Foundry finish loading for you though?
Yeah, it finally finished. So hopefully this doesn't disconnect me, but we'll see.
do. Now that when you mentioned that, I was pre-loading the scene that we're moving to, and it could have been that because it was downloading both those scenes at the same time. That might have been why it took longer for you. But that means
Gotcha.
that moving to that other scene should be good here quickly. So
Okay,
let's go
I
ahead and
wonder
jump
how
over
to put a push to talk for this though.
there. I don't know. What is it? A different device that you're connecting from?
Yeah, it's a different device.
What kind of device?
Settings. It's a tablet.
If it doesn't already have because I mean there won't be a physical button, so there's probably just the mute unmute.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd probably have to use that because for a push to talk
voice
normally you need.
inputs.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move us over while you're doing that, Fox.
Okay. Oh, there
It
we go.
should load
I
that.
figured it out.
Cool. All right. So where we left off, you guys are outside the gates of a tomb kind of temple facility, I guess, that is attached to a pyramid there. And Sirana is still with you. She's down to the south there. Sarah is to the south. I see Pogo still there, who is invisible. Other notes here. Nazim has Pogo's Rocky Talkie, so Pogo does not currently have one. Arteme has Comprehend Languages up for about 40 more minutes, and that sandstorm has died down. That's where we left off. Nazim...
Quiet.
Yeah, you will need to be very careful about any spoken words allowed here. Don't cheat the meta here a little bit in that you guys do have your Rocky Talkies that you can communicate with. Again, Pogo doesn't. But you as players can say things. It doesn't necessarily mean that communication is being translated to in-game. Because remember, the steps involved here is that Nazim only understands bits and pieces of it. Arteme has Comprehend Languages up so she can understand what the Sphinxes were saying. Which kind of adds a layer of complexity there that you can't just shout things back as the players that your characters wouldn't necessarily gather. So that's it. That's where we left off. The final riddle, if you guys have it, is still in the chat, but I can go ahead and put it in Discord here for you if you guys need it.
Yeah, I think we were stumped on that one.
I'll go ahead and drop it in the chat here for you. I'll need to. Can I just paste it as text and not image? Yes.
I think we all got a little busy with Christmas life.
Yep.
Didn't have a chance to.
Totally fair.
Chat.
Yep. So that's it right there. Feel free to again discuss amongst yourselves as the players, but remember the process of communication needs to be probably more thoroughly vetted in game, unless you guys want to get blasted with I-beams. I will point out that Ben got the first result in like no time. He got it in a few seconds. You guys chatted about it for a while, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. But Ben got it right from the get-go. He's usually really good at these things.
As much as I hate him.
Yeah, exactly. It's not smashing things and rolling dice, really. So.
Exactly.
Is the last one literally just what are my three names?
Yeah. The last bit of it is what are my three names, yeah. Why? Are you not able to see it in the chat?
Mind. I get it now. I get it.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't realize it actually was that whole thing was the last roll. I was so out of it last game. All right.
Oh god. Oh yeah, you had a real bad headache, I think, or
had a
something, right?
wicked headache,
Yeah.
I think forgot what we were talking about. I think it was someone was saying past, present, future, or some of the other things.
Is it Jesus?
No, that's always the answer.
Yeah.
But does it have to be in a specific order if it's those three?
Yes, it looks like. Because they're saying specifically my first name, my second name, and my third name. I'm known by three names. Well, maybe it's not three.
Yeah, because they want all
names.
three names. What are my three names?
And what was that information we got from the history check when we figured out the Canaris in the dark part?
I feel like the first one might be time, too.
I'll put that in the chat. The stuff you got from it, Roz, the Vabian god of the sun. Karenese, from your guys' history checks, is the goddess of Indris, the moon that was blown up last year. That moon is the one that's the tears of the moon, the big chunks of white mountains that are floating in a big ring around the planet. That's what that is. That was a moon previously.
Gotcha.
And her domains were portents, oracles, predictions, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And Ra's domains are monuments and history.
I think this is where we got an impasse here. I think we all got locked out.
I'm throwing my hat in for future, present, past.
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
it
what I was thinking
follows
too.
with the theme of time and everything, which was the answer to the first one.
Okay,
I
but
will.
the second part is kind of weird for that because life withers and dies in the present.
Well, I mean, we're all currently dying
Yeah, we're
as we
always
speak.
decay. One of the natural order.
True.
I will point out real quick too. That this isn't in reference to what you just said, but in reference to the history checks previously. I think either Sarah or Arteme had noted something that the Ouroboros is an important symbol in not just in real world in Egyptian mythology, but for the Vabians as well. The Ouroboros is that snake eating its own tail, the circle. That kind of cyclical history, if that makes sense. That symbol.
Hmm.
I was pointing that out because I didn't have it in the chat there, but I remember mentioning it last time.
Yeah, I'm still with the blank, guys.
I don't know. It's either like what Becky said is past, present, future, or just like the flow of time. I really don't know. I'm not great with riddles.
Well, it's got to be at least 3 names.
Or is it one name?
No, because they asked, what are my 3 names? So she specifically asked for 3.
So the second one could be death. I thought the first one was time, but then didn't we already have the first one be time?
Yeah, the first puzzle question was time.
Second one was
I'm
time. The
gonna be
first one
really
was sand.
disappointed if one of them's also time. So I'm thinking it's probably not time. Could it be? Do you think the second one could be death? By the way, I'm letting you know, Pogo doesn't have a Rocky Talkie, so
Yep.
this
I
is
don't know.
Justin's brain, I guess.
Yeah, this is Justin talking, not Pogo. Like I said, we have to be very careful if you guys are actually communicating in character at any point. So,
Jan Michael Vincent.
Do any of the rest of us even know what she said? Or had the storm died
Yeah, I
down
think it was
by then?
translated for us.
just for the purposes of not limiting everyone else out of it and leaving Nazim to only figure it out by himself, I described it as the storm dying down after the riddle was said and Arteme had translated over the Rocky Talkie. But that does mean that Pogo, since he doesn't have a Rocky Talkie, didn't hear it then because he's 25 feet away from Arteme. So Pogo doesn't even know the riddle then at this point. Unless that was communicated another way that I'm forgetting.
I believe Becky was also using message to communicate with everybody.
Yep, that's right.
That is
I forgot
correct.
about that.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Pogo does have it then. Now Becky, that's one way though, right? You can communicate to them, but they
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a whisper, so I don't know if it would be too loud to hear.
Any further deliberations? Nazim, ready to take a shot?
I am literally still drawing a blank. The only thing we got is past, present, future right now.
Be careful which order you say it in.
Oh, that's right. It has to be phrased 3 different ways. So what was it again? Not past, present, future. It is second withers and fades.
I think future, present, past, but
Future, present, past. Yeah.
just because of the first one, where is it? Walks forward, never
Walks
to
forward,
return,
never to
so
return.
I should think of future.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't
Or
think
that
of
could
anything else.
could also be past because the past just keeps going the same direction, away, and you're never coming back to the past.
But the second part, when my third name is whispered, secrets come undone. Usually we figure out secrets of the past, not secrets of the future, though.
But all secrets come undone in the future.
True.
I was kind of thinking that too. Might actually be past, present, future, in that order.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
But
All right. So with deliberation, I believe we have our 3 names.
Okay.
So
Good luck,
I will.
everybody.
I will look up at the statues, just kind of doing my best. And
Wait.
native, yep.
Sarah is going to use her shadow skin.
Okay. Just in case. Don't trust your own answer that you were pushing for.
Nope. Just in case.
All right.
Okay, so I will then answer them in their language, of course. Past, present, future.
Okay. The glowing eyes on the sphinxes on either side of you begin to slowly lower, and the booming, sing-songy echoing of the sphinxes themselves says, "Welcome, Nazim." And the doors, the final symbol begins to glow, the sun in the center, as the glowing kind of finishes its saturation. The doors themselves begin to split and open. It is pitch black inside, inside, and there are a row of. Never mind. I apologize. It was pitch black. As you open it, or as the doors open, rather, you see a row, two rows rather, one four to the left side, four to the right side, of pillars, each with a torch hanging from the side, and they illuminate one after the next until they get to the end. There would be 8 total, but only 7 of them illuminate. That looks like the torch on the last one is missing.
All right, the eyes are shut.
Pogo seeing the doors open, just going to start slowly walking in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, if the eyes are all shut, then I can just wave everyone over.
I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do it.
You're trying to do it just like that, Justin, even though you're
I
invisible.
don't want anyone to come with it. I'm trying to do this alone because I don't want the things to know that I'm even going in there. I feel pretty confident being invisible. Is anything happening to me yet?
Not at the moment. You do see Nazim beginning to step through the doorway as well.
All right. I'm just gonna go like there.
Okay.
So I'll wave to everyone, thumbs up, and we can talk again, I assume, because now they're disarmed.
Up to you. Yeah, I didn't mean to deter you from it. I'm just
Don't like the way you said that.
that wasn't my intent. I didn't intend to say,
Well, for now I'm just
maybe
waving
no.
them over, and then
Okay.
putting my finger to my mouth, tell them to be quiet, and wave them over to the door and point them to the door.
Okay.
I have a DM question.
Sure.
Did it matter which order we said the names in?
It absolutely did. Yeah.
Cool.
He was about to get blasted. So the damage on that, by the way, was. Let me find it again. Hang on. It was. Jeez, am I blind? Where is it in my notes?
Also, would it have been
10,
just
12,
him
15,
or
something like that.
everyone? Would it have been just him or everyone the Sphinx could see?
It was anyone that spoke. If anyone said a word that wasn't Nazim and the word was audible, they would have blasted you. Yeah, and it was actually around. So Pogo, initially, I think you thought it was just in front of them. It would have been anywhere around them. They would have blasted you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys really got lucky there. Like it was lethal enough that person would have probably, whoever got hit with it, probably would have been unconscious immediately. I mean, you guys could still pick him up presumably, but yeah, it was likely to be a severe enough hit to kind of wipe out all of your hit points. Maybe even Norok and Nazim, who has a crazy amount of hit points now. Okay, but that chamber there, it was a blast from both sides. It was 5d10 from one, 5d12 from one, 5d12 from the other, plus 50 total. So it would have been a shit ton of damage. Anyway, yeah, it was all radiant too, and I don't think anybody has any kind of resistances to radiant. But
that would have been fantastic.
Yeah, but you guys got through that good. You did all the riddles and everything correctly. This chamber here, you do see. As you guys are coming in, we'll get a marching order, so hold tight for just a second. But this chamber here, there are 2 rows of pillars, like I said. Each of them has a torch sticking out the front of it. That as you were watching Nazim, they lit one by one until they got to the final one, and the final one never lit because there is no torch in that final sconce.
So everyone knows that one is missing. So what I'll do is I'll just kind of, in a very quiet tone, say everything lit up except that one, and I'm going to point at it just so they know that it's out of the ordinary and to be thought about.
Okay. And what is our marching order here? I mean, if you guys are in order as far as your characters, that's fine.
Yeah, Pogo's still invisible for a while, so he's probably okay being first and just trying to scope out the situation.
Okay.
So all these torches lit up except for the one on the very end?
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do, actually? Now that you guys are coming inside... Yeah, so here's okay, so you guys have some familiarity here. Go ahead.
Well, Pogo would like to investigate the torch area around it to see if it was recently pulled, comparing dust to what's on the sconce itself to where the
Okay.
torch would have been to see if it was maybe just pulled by the last people who came in here,
Um,
compared to the other torches as well.
Real quick, as you start to move forward, a couple things. One, I'm going to turn off global illumination because you guys are going inside and it will be pitch dark in here unless you have light sources, these torches, for example. So the global illumination just means that you won't see it the way that you would when it was outside. That's all.
Sure.
That should have changed for everyone already. If it doesn't, let me know. But
It's changed for me.
yeah, well, where you're standing, you may not notice because there's light on the inside already anyway, which is fine. It doesn't hurt anything really. I just want to make sure that you guys, if you're in dark areas or choosing to be in dark areas, that may or may not be relevant. If you're carrying a torch and something sees you in the dark, that you're a lot easier to see, of course, if you're carrying light. So, that said, Pogo, as you start to walk your way into the room there, the doors at the far end, there's these two very large double doors with just like that front door there that you guys just came through, there's no doorknob or anything like that, but they both open at the same time as you make about halfway through the chamber before you reach the final one. You don't see any movement or anything. It seems quiet in there.
All right, so right now that other room is lit up for me. Should it be completely dark?
The torches from in here are also illuminating it. Like those torches, have a decent enough illumination coming from there that it will illuminate part of that room at least. You don't see a light source coming from that room itself, though.
And do I see anything on the? I was going to investigate the last torch that was pulled. Do I see anything strange about it? Does it look like it's just been taken and being used probably somewhere else?
With a 10, you looking around, the place doesn't look very dusty at all in the first place. It looks to be well cared for, and thus it's hard to identify if it was pulled recently or not.
All right. Also, can I try to take that stone back from Nazim, the one I gave him?
Well, by force? I mean, when you say try to take it, you just ask him for it?
I'm just gonna try to get it back out of his reach from wherever he has it.
Okay. With a 25, yeah. Nazim, I mean, if you want to contest, I mean, Pogo is invisible, so this would be very difficult for a
You
disadvantage.
feel a soft blow on your left ear as you turn to the left. I slowly take it out of your right hand.
Yeah, you can, Nazim, just for the odds are going to be extremely low. You're going to need to roll 19 or 20. Go ahead and roll a, I guess, dex save, I guess. I'm not really sure what even to put that as.
Dex
Yeah,
save from
that's
being
perfect. I think dex save is
pickpocketed.
perfect.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, so close to you got an 18. No, you feel
Dex is zero
so-
on your saving throw?
Yeah. For
Damn.
dex.
All right. So I have the stone.
Yeah, you have your walkie-talkie back. Yeah, Nazim, you feel alone in your head again for a moment, and then voices come back. They're just not your friends.
Gotcha.
That's a good gift sheet.
Okay.
Cat looks pissed.
I guess what we can do is the spare walkie-talkie that I was saving because it was attuned to the religious cult that was trying to kill
Right,
anybody who doesn't
Yep.
go through. I guess we can tune it to ours instead, but it's gonna mess us up once we go back to that city because we won't have an inn unless we find another one.
Yeah, you definitely could. It will take time to do that. You'll have to do it over a long rest.
Okay, so I guess we'll do that for next time. But yeah.
What's the plan? What are you guys doing?
I am going to continue through and peek around into the following room. So I'm going to move up to the doors and just peek around. I'm probably going to be about here, still a little cautious. And I'm going to be looking into this room to see what I can see, and then I'm going to relay it over the walkie-talkie to the group.
Okay, so you're not stepping into the room. You're just peering around
Not
the doorway.
quite yet. Depends on what I see.
In there, you see 4 statues, 2 on the north, 2 on the south wall. You can, well, you know what? Actually, you don't have a light source and you don't have dark vision, so you can actually you can make out vague shapes in the distance. They're not moving. You gather them to probably be statues. It looks like there's a couple of plants as well. This is not
issue.
This isn't like an abandoned tomb. This place is clearly well taken care of. It's not crumbling or anything like that. Like, this is a place that people are, frequenting on a regular basis, is the impression you get. Like, the floors aren't covered in dust, none of that stuff. At least in these chambers that you've seen thus far.
I can't cast any spells because it'll break my magic. oh my god, what's the word for it? How am I
Invisibility?
visibility? My goodness, what the hell was
I'll take
that?
care of it.
That was nonsense. Yeah, so I'm not gonna cast a spell, but I will wait here for the rest of the team to see what if they come up, and I'm gonna let them know. I can just see some vague shapes, but nothing's attacking. It doesn't look like there's any other living creatures that I can see, and there's no other light in this room.
Okay.
So it's probably safe.
I'll move forward then.
There's
to
a
the
door to
center.
the north.
And right here on the ground, I'll just touch a stone on the ground and use my cantrip for light.
Okay.
And let me cast it really quick here.
Okay.
20 feet, so I'll sit right here. So that's going to be good illumination and then died off illumination.
Are you
so now?
Okay. Are you gonna leave it there, or are you carrying it with you?
It says I have to touch something. So what I'll do is I'll
You
just
can
find
pick it up after.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to find just a small pebble or a stone on the ground.
Okay.
And just cast it on that. So now it's in my hand.
All right. You now have a torch around yourself. Well, light around yourself. Sarah, you're looking into the room as well?
Yep.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Oh, that's bad. I mean,
Perhaps.
I have dark vision, so
Yeah, you see it 120 feet, don't you?
yes.
Something ridiculous. Jeez, Artemy.
So since she can't see me, but she's right next to me, I'm gonna whisper in her ear, "What's cracking, little mama?"
Oh God.
That's not scary in a friggin' Vavian tomb.
Sorry, I was trying to hit perception and accidentally accidentally put it to, because it was half and then it went to 2 and then I'm trying to get back to half and it didn't work.
As far as proficiency?
Yeah, because it was half proficiency, so I was just trying to hit it because I'm also kind of looking around.
Oh, that's what was happening. I see. Okay, so I just put it back on half. Is that where it was before? It was half.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Yep. You're welcome. Yeah, there's no reverting. You have to click all the way through all the options to get it back. That's one of the things that would be nice.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys, the new system for even creating abilities for spells and stuff like that in the 5e version of Foundry is awful. It's so irritating trying to add stuff in the new version of it. So anyway, just grousing because I was trying to set some things up earlier. Sarah, with that roll, nope, you're not seeing much. I mean, you see an empty chamber. You can see further in than Pogo can. You can confirm the statues or the shapes he mentioned that those are definitely statues as far as you can tell. There is a what's the word? Not deciduous. A cacti-like plant. I'll put it that way, like a succulent in each corner of the chamber. They appear to be manicured. They appear to be well taken care of. Otherwise, there are 6 pillars in this room that are very large, floor to ceiling. They appear to be glinting with some black metal kind of inlaid in them. And that's about it. They appear to be decorative. There are 2 doors on the far side, 1 door to the north. Again, no doorknobs or anything like that. They're sleek and featureless. No runes on them like the other door.
And one to the south?
Yes, I'm sorry, and one to the south as well, yes.
Can I just say that I love that Vabians, I would have never guessed them taking care of succulents in the corners of their little holy place. Good for them. Dead people, but they do still have some plants. All right.
I mean, they're good. Do what?
Can I do an Arcana check on the pillars to see if there's a magic trap or something attached to them?
Sure. Then we'll jump around real quick after. See what everybody's up to. The opposite, in fact. You see the kind of natural threads of just kind of flowing rills that would normally be floating around this place, or even around yourselves for that matter, fray and dissipate when they hit those pillars.
So they're anti-magic pillars.
I would say that you, at this point, having seen enough, Juthran suits of armor, for example, they're clearly those little, not even chunks, I guess, almost not plates, but little bits of otaterol. The metal's called dimeridium. The colloquial name is otaterol that you guys have heard before.
I'm just gonna lean down to Pogo. I don't think your invisible is gonna work in there.
At least those pillars themselves, and probably a certain area around them. As you guys have seen previously, otaterol or dimeridium, a short range around it.
I'm gonna take just a few steps into the room and see if my invisibility holds. Am I still invisible?
You are, but make a perception check.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're going to need to jump in an initiative here,
Yeah.
a series of events are going to occur in a rapid pace here, so we're going to have to be careful about the order of events as they occur. So to begin with, go ahead and drop yourselves. Here, I'll put you in the tracker. Go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Thank you.
Serana is with you as well. Hold right there. Hold right there, Nizzy. I see you try to inch in there. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but you may want to have more information before you decide on some things here.
Oh, sorry, I just clicked on it.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You didn't hurt it. It was 5 feet. It was not a big deal, and you could have been around in the room anyways. I was actually going to be going around to everybody to give you opportunity. No, go ahead and move yourself back, Sarko. It's fine. You were one more square to the right. The purpose of things here is that you guys may choose to handle things differently or however you want. Nazim and Artemis still need to roll.
Sorry, what do I need to roll?
Just roll initiative in the combat tracker. That's 2 natural ones on initiative, geez.
Don't waste them all on initiative.
Yeah, really. This could be dangerous, kind of depending on some choices you guys make and clues you pick up on, things like that. All right, so the chamber you guys have just left, there was one door to the north, and then these 2 doors here that kind of opened for you and welcomed you in. As Pogo stepped through it and into the room, I'm going to say, Norok, you notice this instantly just with your danger sense and everything, but you hear kind of a rumbling and feel the tremor beneath your feet a little bit as a portcullis about 20 feet up is beginning to slowly lower in front of the doors that Pogo just stepped in front of. It's not moving fast, but it is lowering, and it is going to block off whoever's on either side of it. That said, Norok noticed immediately because where he's at, he could easily see that. Pogo and Sarah, you'd have to be looking straight up to notice that. Pogo, though, I'm going to say you're slightly distracted because as soon as you stepped into the room, something on the ceiling catches your attention. Some slight movement. You look up to see a very large, similarly black metal plated scorpion on the ceiling, beginning to skitter and move in your direction.
Do I think it sees me?
It's reacting to you and moving towards you. Yeah, you gather it probably did.
Okay.
Black plated, like the black star. The
Yup.
damn.
I'm gonna yell back. What are they
Sarah
called
did not
again?
like
There's a name for them.
What?
The black plated black plated
King Scorpion? You're talking about the Emperor King Scorpions?
Oh no! So this is something new. I thought it was that flying black worm.
Okay, no, this is yeah. It's not those. No,
Okay.
starts with an
In
A.
that case, I'm just gonna yell back and be like, "There's a giant bug on the ceiling. It's coming right at me! No rock, help!"
It didn't it's not. Scorpions don't turn their head. They don't really have a neck. You know what I mean? But it is moving in your direction. It seems to be aware that maybe it's Sarah that it's reacting to. You don't know, but it's definitely moving in your direction.
Okay, good to know. I
So
will.
with initiative,
on that when I get to my turn.
With initiative, we'll go ahead and roll that. Pogo, you're actually first.
Oh, I'm first?
Yep.
Oh, I thought I rolled a 2. Okay.
No, I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2. Okay. I thought I rolled 2. All right. Okay.
So the wall is not closed behind you. It is closing. Well, you know what? Maybe you don't know that. I don't know if Norik would have shouted that to the group or not, but.
Well, it worked once before, and since apparently it can fucking see me, I am going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter at it.
Okay.
And it's far enough away from us that I don't have to worry. Oh, wow. This new thing shows me it's going to end the concentration and everything.
So there are a bunch of
pretty
benefits
cool.
to this new thing, but it makes some other things take twice as long. It has some really annoying
All right.
features
I'm
in it,
casting Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the creature to see if it loses its wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And whatever.
I got to read that real quick here. Coming incapacitated, it'll stand up.
And then I am no longer invisible. So let me end that. Yes.
So hang on just a second. I've got to Google something here, if that counts.
Sure.
I would think that it wouldn't work in this case, but let me double check.
I was gonna say it also might wake up when it hits the ground. How tall are the ceilings?
30 feet.
Yeah, still, I'll take it. That's still good. About as much damage as I can do from range.
I mean, that's still not terrible damage. It's a well, I guess it's 3d6, so it's not huge, but for low level spell, that's because it's a d6 for every 10 feet. So, let's see. So, it is not. All right, so that's good news. Okay. Well, this one, you won't know this necessarily, but it is immune to Pogo doesn't know this. It's okay for Justin to know. They are immune to charm, but Tasha's does not count as a charm.
Yep.
That's what I was double checking there. All right. It needs to make a DC 19 Wisdom save with advantage. Oh shit! I'm sorry. Actually, hang on. It doesn't need to make that because the metal thing that Sarah noticed. I just dropped that in the chat. It was important for you guys to know that as well.
We wouldn't really know, but
you did notice that it didn't even the threads of it impacted it, and nothing happened. There wasn't not even a chance for it to succeed.
all right. So I would see that
it's okay for you as the players to know this.
Might not work.
Yeah, and I would say that you guys would recognize that strong enough magic will still get through a Tadderall. The plates on this thing aren't particularly thick. It's basically plates that have been nailed into the chitinous shell of this scorpion. Looks like I misspelled carapace in there. I didn't notice until now, anyway. But it's 5th level and lower, so it's I'm not worried about you guys knowing that. That's fine. So basically, cantrips and spells up through 4th and 5th, actually 5th as well, will not work.
Oh, I think you might have on one of the things earlier something about dawning armor. I think you misspelled that too. I think it's D-O-N-N-E, isn't it? I think you spelled it D-O-N. Isn't it D-O-N-N-E?
No.
Or is it not? Okay.
No, it'd be D-O-N-N-I-N-G or dawning, but I don't remember having typed that anytime recently, but it might have been an old one.
It was something about invisibility falling or something, I think.
That might have been
Dawn's armor or whatever, then it... Oh no, Becky Shadowskin. That's what it was. On Becky Shadowskin.
Oh, that's been there forever. Becky, click Shadowskin for me again. I want to see it.
I don't know if I'm correct.
That, if I've got that wrong, that's been in there for years. So.
D-O-N-S.
Dawn's armor. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct there, Holmes. But still worth looking at. So, all right. Pogo, your hideous laughter fizzles.
Yeah, as a bonus action, then. Oh, that wouldn't work either. It's too low. Okay. I will, seeing this and seeing that it can see me, definitely run back to the rest of the group.
Okay.
Probably
the moment you step back through the door, it stops moving.
Oh, the fucking thing on the ceiling or the door?
Yep. No, the portcullis is still coming down, but you kind of looking over your shoulder at this thing chasing after you. It stops moving the moment you step through. It's still there. It's alive. It's not a statue, but it stops chasing. It just stops where it was and just stays.
Do I stop hearing it too? Is it loud?
It's pretty clacking. Yeah, I mean it is metal plated clacking against the stone.
So I'm gonna let the group know. I think it stopped moving. I think there's a giant fucking bug on the roof, and my magic didn't do anything to it, and I think it just reacts when we go in the room. But the door's closing, so I don't know what we want to do.
Don't we have to go in there?
What?
So don't we have to go in there?
Do we? Fuck! And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to run back in.
Oh, jeez. All right.
So I can get to about, with all my movement and my bonus action, I get to about there.
All right.
And then I am no longer invisible and I'm in the room. So y'all better come fucking help me.
Yeah, Pogo's going to need some help real fast. So, all right, we will hop next initiative then. Let me pop this out. What is the thing? Is it right click? There we go. All right. Pop that out. After Pogo's turn. Oh, I didn't hit begin combat. Sorry. After Pogo's turn, that brings us to Norok. What you doing, Holmes? Let me drop some music in here too, since you guys are running in instead of going around.
I am actually going to, I'm sure, well, in case nobody, or if they didn't notice, I'm going to let everybody know that gate is falling down. That portcullis is falling down, so we need to move, and I'm going to dash for it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's my regular, so I'll do that to dash.
All right. Oh, I need to add the environment too.
Then that will be it for me. Oh, and I'm going to get very angry.
Okay.
And that'll be it.
All right, let me update initiative real quick. That brings us to the creature itself. 10. There we go. All right, now he's at the top. That's good. All right, the creature, seeing Norok running into the room, seeing a no longer invisible Pogo run into the room, is going to flip itself around, releasing its little legs from the ceiling and plummet to the ground there. It looks like water. It's not. It's a stone dais. It's only up a couple of feet, but it's a little this is like a meeting room type of a thing. So people would be standing there, but it's basically just landed on that and is going to first, as it's falling even, he's going to. He can't get a clear shot at Pogo from where he is, so he's going to, looking at Norok.
Is it a physical attack?
You wouldn't be able to tell at this point, but no, it is a beam that comes from its face where all of its little eyeballs are. It is going to. Oh yeah, it broke the animation things too. Like some of them are still there, but I couldn't add new ones. It wouldn't work. It is the new version here. DC 18, dex save, Holmes. You can use the button there, though. It should work. Oh, geez.
I'll use my ring to succeed.
You want to use a ring? Okay. All right.
Sounds bad.
Sure.
I don't like getting laser beams.
And 5d10s. All right, so you take 10 force damage.
Okay.
And as soon as it hits the ground, it is going to scurry straight at you. And it is, let me double check. I think it's two 4-leg attacks, and, well, you also know now that it has a paralyzing beam, but 2 of these. With a 19 and a 14. I assume the 19 hits, Holmes?
Yeah, I think I've got 18 DC.
So for these, the physical attacks,
yep.
on one of them, I'd like to do cutting words.
Okay.
That just gives them.
Well, Norok's AC is an 18, I think, right, Holmes?
Yeah, I believe it's 18.
Yeah, so I mean, you couldn't roll less than a 1, so it would, if you're going to use your reaction to do that, it will make it not hit.
Yeah. So yeah, let me. I was gonna. That's why I asked earlier if it was a physical attack.
Yep.
I was just gonna use. Oh, no uses of cutting words available to spend. Oh, it didn't.
Did it not reset with your long rest? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Just track your bardic inspiration separately. That's fine.
All right. So yep, I'm gonna use.
As long as you're keeping track of those individually, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh, it's showing I have 0 of 0. That's why it's not working. All right, hold on.
Oh, that's yeah.
Can I just click it?
I see 5 out of 5.
Yeah, mine's showing 0 out of 0. Same with all of mine except for Bardic Inspiration. But I can lower Bardic Inspiration manually.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So Norok, that means you succeed, so you don't take any damage. Go ahead and heal that back.
Can I still react to that?
Yeah, he was still an attack that would have hit you. So as long as it doesn't require that it actually hits.
Yeah. Then I'll use my reaction to do a melee hit on him.
Okay.
And that was
okay. Go ahead and roll that. Computer. Turn office fan on. And that is it for his turn. Go ahead and roll your attack when you got it. Oh, geez, 24. That'll hit.
Okay.
Nazim, you're coming up.
Well, there's not a button on there for the damage anymore? No, there it is right there, above me, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Out of mine? Okay. There it is. Okay.
All right, 17. There is a clang of metal as it rings off of the otateral shell. It's still cut in. It still did damage. It's just, and it did full damage. I'm putting it that way. But you feel the impact of your, other abilities may have reduced effectiveness. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that is it for him. That brings us to Nazim.
All right, not much I can do here. Let's see how far I'm from the door. 5,
the portcullis
10,
is about halfway down, so
20, 25. So that's 30 feet right here. So I'm in the doorway as of right now.
I could say that you're in enough that when it comes down, you'd be inside. That's fine.
Okay.
Once you cross that threshold there.
Indiana Jones grabbing his hat deals. All right. Caltrips don't work. Spells 5 and below don't work on him either.
Shit. Real quick, you're the only one close enough right now. So Nazim, Sarah too. Nazim and Sarah make perception checks, please. Pogo should be, but he's actually obstructed because of that pillar. So yeah. Where you are now, Pogo, had your invisibility been on, it would have been nullified where you're standing anyway. So you feel a certain, lack of connection to your arcane abilities where you're standing.
Oh, okay. Don't worry, guys. I've got an elven short sword. I'll make short work of this thing.
Yeah, might struggle getting through those plates on his armor, but where you're standing, Pogo, Nazim, there's the beginnings of a shimmering, like a portal, on the far side of the room. You see one, and you see light coming from another one on the far side. Something is about to teleport into the room. You don't know what.
Gotcha. All right. Upon seeing this, I'll point my finger in that direction and just snap my fingers so people can kind of look.
Okay.
So this is my movement speed. At this point, I'd like to use probably maybe perception.
To do what?
To look around the room at these doors, whatever I can see, anything other than those portals coming in that might be of interest, such as a lever, a switch, all along the walls.
You don't see any levers or switches or anything of that sort. The room itself is relatively plain and unadorned. It's not covered in, gilded stuff like you expect most Vabian temples and royal establishments to be. But I will say that you do note that on the northern door, there is an engraving on the door that looks a bit like an awl, like a leatherworking tool, but the end of it has a tiny, tiny hook. You, Nazim, are probably the only one that would recognize that tool as an embalming tool. It's what's used to tease the brain out of the skull, and it's kind of representative of embalming on that northern door. Other than that, the doors themselves are unadorned.
Perfect. Okay, so just from what Nazim can see and what Nazim knows. So I guess on this turn, Nazim will run into this doorway, see the little sparkles in the corner, snap my fingers, point at it. Upon looking at the wall, I'm going to bark just really quick. Up there, that looks like a embalming room. And then for my action, instead of attacking, I'm going to dash for another 30 feet.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Is that 30 right there?
Yeah, one more. Because of diagonal. Yep.
Can we see in this room? Does Nazim have night vision?
Yeah, Nazim has light around him. He
and
has
I have night vision too, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Dark,
but there is light being illuminated from Nazim as well as the light coming from the other chamber there.
Mm-hmm.
So I might, just so everyone knows, I'm probably going to just try to fucking follow Nazim.
Yeah, I mean, you see that there's a big sphere of light around him, so you're okay there. Artemis typically lights her little orb up as well. She hasn't yet, but she could. Speaking of Artemis, you're coming up here shortly. Nazim, is that it for your turn?
Yep, that's going to be it.
All right, that brings us to Serana. Serana's going to rush into the room as well, seeing the portcullis coming down, making it just as far into the room as she can, and seeing this large scorpion creature attacking Norok, is going to first mage armor herself, and is then going to... Where's her bonus action? Sorry. She doesn't have much useful there. Alright, she will quicken then and do... No, she doesn't have that's useful fast that wouldn't also hit Norok. Nothing else. She's at the... Well, seeing that this creature is limited in its susceptibility to magic, is going to then... she would mage armor still. Yeah, so she's inside the doorway, kind of preparing to try to assault this thing as best she can, but doesn't have anything at the moment that she feels viable. Bringing us to Artemis' turn. Good shooting, Fox. You're muted still, Fox, if you're trying to talk. Fox, can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to navigate this.
No problem.
Okay, so I'm going to move up and then use my braided whiplash on.
Okay. The door is about halfway down. You do, recognize that it will. Oh, that's why I didn't need that anymore. That's good. That it will, be down all the way very shortly, like within a few seconds. So, I'm going to say that you were far enough into the room that you can make it without, you can make it all the way into this chamber if you're choosing to do so. If that portcullis comes down, you might be, a little more limited in your options is all. Are you going to go all the way in the room?
No, I'm going to stay on the side.
Okay. All right. And you're using your braided green lash to whip at him?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
Did it not roll?
I didn't see it. Yep, I see you targeting him now.
Okay, it's giving me a weird error.
What's it say? Might be something broken in the new version for using weapons.
Yeah, apparently it's saying I don't have any charges.
Okay, I see it now in there. That's there's a whole column for charges on weapons and stuff now. That's stupid. Let me see. That means I'm gonna have to go through literally every single item here and turn that off.
So it looks like
Way to go.
my spells work.
And even putting it to not use a charge, it's just not working. So
my inventory charges are dead, and my features charges are dead. Except Bardic Inspiration stayed at 5 for some reason, but everything else is zeros.
I just edited the braided green lash to not require charges. Fox, you should be able to click it now. I'll have to go through that for literally every single item. That is obnoxious. What a stupid update. There you go. All right, that works now.
Okay, there we go.
Consume resource. Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just like, why the hell would like any of this have charges?
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why that would have been added at all because they never did it. They never had them before. So, but all right, that worked. That does hit. Go ahead and roll the damage. You had him target. It was working too, but just the charge thing, I guess. All right, 8 damage to him. Go ahead and roll. Well, you know what? He's all metallic. There's not really a lot of flesh visible. I'll say that. I mean, it still could have slipped between some of the scales. It is a living creature. It's not, an automaton. Go ahead and roll the. Was it another D4 or something like that?
I'm not sure, but the necrotic isn't showing up on it anymore.
If the target is larger or smaller on a hit, D4 necrotic. All right, just roll a D4. Hang on, was that... Maybe it was already in that. No, yeah, I didn't include it in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to fix all this crap then. Alright, another 3.
Update's breaking everything.
Yeah, really.
Sarcasm.
Oh, it is pretty frustrating for this one too, because everything was working pretty smoothly before. Like, this update was necessary for some other things, but it broke all kinds of other stuff. Also, I'm gonna see if I can revert just the D&D, like, bonus stuff. There are some nice things in it, but it's causing more headache than it's worth, I think. All right. Eventually, I'm gonna have to redo it all anyway, so I'll do that, after an arc or something like that, and then we'll update for the next version. But all right, that's action and movement. Any bonus actions? And you're staying on this side, or staying on the outside of the room, correct?
Yeah, I'm staying on the outside of the room for now.
Okay. And the portcullis coming down still. I'll just to point out for you guys, the portcullis is not made of the otaterol metal. It's not shining in black. You theoretically should be able to fire through it, but you won't be able to get in or out to help your friends if needed. So, is that your turn, Fox?
So it might be better to go through.
It's up to you. Just saying that you won't be able to reach them when that comes down all the way. It's like a seal, like a barn door. Well, it won't. It'll be down before your next turn.
I think we're all trying to move forward, but like.
Okay then, yeah. Well, it's just because in case we need to go backwards, right? I don't know.
Well, okay. I'm pointing this out carefully, but to not spoil things. But basically, if you needed to teleport through it, it's not otaterol. You potentially could do that, or as a mouse, you could maybe move through it. Things like that. It's just a regular portcullis. It'll just be physically preventing anyone from being able to move through it unless they, are otherwise being creative with it.
Oh, okay. I see.
All right, stepping inside then.
Yeah.
All right. That will bring us to no bonus actions then, right, Fox?
Nope, not yet. I'm saving that because it's mostly just spells.
Okay. All right. That brings us to Sarah.
Ooh, okay.
Before you start to move, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there is a glowing, radiating sphere of light that is beginning to emanate from the scorpion creature, and it looks like it's about to blast, like it's about to explode.
Okay. Well, it's not really going to change what I'm going to do anyways.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to go through some resources here. Alright. First, we're going to... Oh, shit, I need to change my sorcery points. I'll fix that later. So that'll drop me down to 11. No, not 131. 11. Okay. So I'm going to call up Shan.
Okay.
Right behind it.
Okay. I don't remember if you could do that, but I'll do it for you just in case.
Yeah, I don't really have a choice. Okay. Then I'm going to cast Slow at a 5th level. Just right there on that bad boy. And it has disadvantage on the saving throw because of Shan.
Hang on. You can choose the target. I was going to say, okay, so you're going to hit Shan with it too, but
Yeah,
I forget you can choose the targets with Slow. All right.
Okay.
So real quick, just because I'm a generous DM, the level of Slow.
I said 5th. I said I was casting it at 5th.
5th and lower. Yeah, 5th and lower is what. Yeah. So do you want to upcast it to 6th, or do you...
Yes, I will do it at 6th.
Sorry.
Don't you have like a 6th level spell that would be better, or no?
I mean...
Slow normally a 3rd?
It is. But the thing is that with Slow, it'll only get 1 melee attack. It can do an action or a bonus action, not both. It gets no reactions. Its AC is dropped.
It's a big chunk of...
That is pretty good.
Yeah. But it has to fail the saving throw, so let's see.
With disadvantage.
Why would disadvantage?
Because of Shan.
Oh, okay. All right, so that because it would have advantage because of the Otadral Shell. That will mean it will make a flat roll, and it rolled a 10 with
That does not do it.
Yeah, 10 plus 5 is a modifier, so it still fails. That was with advantage, but I'm just taking the first roll anyways, the first D10 or first D20 that it rolled. So, all right, so it fails, so it is slowed.
Yes.
Let me put that on just to remind myself here. There we go, slowed. All right, that's action. Any further movement or bonus actions? You are on the other side of the portcullis if it comes down.
Yep, Shan was my bonus action, so I can't do anything else except for run in here. Oh, no, can't go through a wall. Run in here.
All right, so just on the other side of the door there.
I'm gonna go over here.
All right.
I think that's about as far as I can make it.
All right.
Yeah.
Then a few things happen as we turn over into the next round here. First of all, anyone looking towards the far right side of the room, those portals that Nazim had recognized were beginning to appear on the far side do finish coalescing, and out steps the necks of two not particularly fresh corpses of camels that begin to step through, and on their backs are two large, somewhat scaly through their wraps mummies that are on their back. These are mummies of some ancient lizardy species on these camels, on these dead camels' backs that step through. They are on the far side of the room currently. They are coming your direction, though.
All right, and a lot of people, you guys might not know this, but Pogo is deathly scared of camels.
Not mummies, not lizard mummies. But
camels, man, they freaked them out. The humps, they don't make any sense.
They store water in there? What?
So unnatural.
So, natural one on his initiative there. What is that, Holmes? Is it Slipknot or something? I don't know who that's supposed to
No,
be.
it's actually a band called the Mummies, and they wrap themselves like mummies for all
Oh,
their performances.
okay. The GIF is such awful quality, I couldn't
It
tell
is.
that's what it was
It's-
supposed to be.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
That GIF is from 1979.
Probably is.
It was filmed on. It was a Polaroid GIF back then.
Yeah.
You'd film your GIFs on Polaroids. All right. That though, the mummies on camels step through. There is a growing orb of radiant energy surrounding the scorpion himself that explodes, filling the entire room here. And anyone that is not behind 2 feet of stone or similar material, metal, for example, are blasted with radiant energy. 3d10 plus 20.
Out of curiosity, I'm behind a pillar. Do I get hit?
You are behind. Well, you're next to the pillar, but where he is, it'll still hit you.
Yeah.
You're not on the other side of the pillar.
God damn it! I don't
Yeah,
know. I
it's
can't see on the
tagging me
map
too,
where
I
this
guess.
thing is, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, you can't? He's right north of you. You should be able to see him.
No. I see past him by about 20 feet in this black circle.
You can't see the scorpion right north of you?
Oh no, I see the scorpion. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's coming from him. Yeah, the blast comes from him.
Got it. My bad.
Yep. So
I was not paying
everyone.
attention for a short moment.
Oh, good. All right. So that's everybody because nobody's behind them. Well, you guys, Nazim, actually, you can see far enough. Sarah, you can see far enough. It seems like the undead don't appear to be affected by it. The scorpion himself not affected by it. Jan definitely is though. Everyone takes 40 radiant damage.
I'm gonna use my reaction to spend a sorcery point to gain resistance to radiant damage.
Goddamn sunburns.
Okay. All right. So you would take 20 then. It also counts for this, or just from here out, or what?
I will look at my shadow skin. I don't know how long it lasts.
Okay. Shan had 37, by the way, so she is zipped.
Ugh, that's right. I just really needed her for slow.
It worked. So, I mean, with that disadvantage, it made a difference anyways. And if that wasn't already clear, I mean, I was trying to kind of lean on the hints a little bit. I realize too, by the way, guys, and if you want me to be less helpful as a DM, I'm certainly willing to do so, but I'm trying to lean on the hint there that Pogo being next to that pillar being Otatarol, for example, being, having that interposed between you and the creature will mean you don't take that blast, but this blast is going off on the environment round. You guys know, at least having, played, in similar fights with in my games before, that environment round is going to happen every turn. If you happen to be, within eye shot, basically, of the scorpion when it goes off at the beginning of the turn, you're going to get that blast, which can hit very hard. So just keep that in mind.
And can I get a reminder, Nazim, where are you running to?
I was currently running north towards that door, so the north wall.
All right, cool.
Did you make that concentration check, Sarah?
Oh shit, no.
So you have to beat a DC. So since you cut it in half, it's actually potentially succeedable for you. If it had still been 40 damage, that would have been difficult to beat. It's for your slow.
And it only lasts until the end of my next turn.
The slow? No, okay, the resist. Okay, gotcha. All right, so you beat the slow, so you slow is still up. That's good. Your concentration save, but the end of your next turn is still a ways, so we're good there. It won't be until the next blast, but if there's anything else radiant, which there may or may not be, we'll see. That is it for the environment round, bringing us to Pogo.
All right. Okay. So, getting just hit with a cancerous sunburn, and seeing Nazim running to the north, obviously knowing exactly what he's up to, I am going to use
and Pogo having said that he's going to stay with Nazim for the light, right?
Yep. I'm going to, let's see here, 5, 10, 15. I can use my motion to get right on the other side, going around to the front of the Sentinel Scorpion, and I'm going to attack him with my short sword.
All right. Go ahead, roll your attack.
Short sword.
Hey, it's got a Hey, and actually, you rolled well enough. That actually works. If you find as you're running beneath its mandibles, as it's kind of lifting up, trying to snap its forelegs into Norok, you see a spot between the chitinous shell. Jab it in for 8 points of damage.
8 points of damage. And I kind of yell as I use my bonus action and my winged bracers. Good luck, Norok! And then I run. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I can get. Oh, man. 10, 15, 20, 25. I can only get. Hold on. Let me double check where I was. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're close enough. I'll say you can get to the other side, assuming you're trying to get to the other side of the pillar. Yeah,
right there.
Yeah,
just
that's
barely
fine.
hugging
Yeah.
that fucking wall.
Yep, that's fine.
And that is my whole turn.
All right. You hear soft hooves to the east of you, to the right of you.
Camels.
Little bit of terror, little bit of pee rolls out. It sounds like camel feet off to the right, and it's in the darkness, so you can't even see them. A little extra scary. All right, Nork's turn. What you doing, Holmes?
See if I can hit this dude.
Oh yeah, and his AC is dropped by 2.
Oh shit! Okay, that's
Right
good to
now.
know. Yeah, okay. I forget about that too. So
Forgot.
with all the effects of slow, just remind me as they come up if I miss anything. I'm not infallible.
That's alright, I forgot until just now, so.
Oh, hang on. Let me use Great Weapon Master.
Okay. I don't know if that toggle works, Holmes, so we can do it manually if we need to.
Okay, then I don't even know if it does. We'll just say that I'm using Great Weapon, and I'm going
I've had it work before, but after so many updates now, I don't know if it's reliable. So we'll just make sure that the math looks right when you roll it.
I'm going to use Relentless Assault, I think it is. Do I have advantage? Reckless, thank you.
Reckless, okay.
Reckless attack.
All right. 26 will hit.
Okay.
So it'll be plus 10 on your damage.
Yeah.
We'll check if it already adds a plus 10, but if not, we'll do it manually. I think I can handle that math.
Nope.
All right, 14, so 24. It did not add the 10, so 24 damage to him. That's your first. Any further attacks?
Yep, I'll do my second swing.
Okay. I like that animation. Looks really cool. It actually shows a little blood splatter on the end of it now, too. That'll hit.
Okay.
All right, another 9. And any other further attacks?
No, because I'm just doing regular rage, so that's it. I just have 2 for
All right.
now.
All right.
That is it for me.
Are you going to stay where you are? You will take that blast, and it's not free. Like it will take down your hits too.
And if I run, he's just going to run after me and go around the pillars and blast everybody else too. So
That's up to you. I mean, you'd get an opportunity attack if you ran, but it's physical attacks. Oh, sorry, it's correct. He doesn't have reactions. That's right, and you do know that he's moving slower. But that said, I mean, even then, his physical attacks aren't really the threat. It's that the beam that he hits you with. He's got a couple of different ones of those, and you'll see other things potentially. But it's pinchers aren't really a danger to you. It's the rest of the stuff he can do.
Yeah, but again, I know he's probably focused on me. So if I run and get close to everybody else, then he's going to blast all of us with it instead of just me. So
right.
I'm just going to hang tight.
All right. For the end of your turn, that brings us to the Scorpion himself. Let me find that real quick. He is going to spin to the right, having seen an itty-bitty little gnome, or halfling, running to the north that had just jabbed it with a little sword. That's what he's going to do there. He is going to spin after it, crash into the pillar there, destroying the pillar, bringing it down. And let me click the thing here for
Does
it.
slow affect any of the stuff that he can do besides just his melee attacks? Because it just says
actions
an action or a bonus action.
Yeah, this one is a special feature, but I will say that this is his action. I mean, it's he would have. Oh, that's not in there. I thought I had it in there. 15 feet. Anyways, this will be his action though. As far as slow, it'll still be his movement speed. This one doesn't really, the movement speed doesn't really factor in. But yeah, the normal effects of it, actions, no reactions, and either action or bonus action. This would be just an action. But he's going to crash into that one, destroying it, and doing 4d10 plus 20 to Nazim and Pogo. Plus 20. Another 40 damage to both Pogo and Nazim.
We're fine.
That pillar is also destroyed.
That con check was to see if I pissed myself, and I did, because I was not expecting that.
There is now a pile of rubble there.
I think that's a fair con check for whether or not you wet yourself, thinking you're kind of safe behind a pillar, and then it suddenly crumbles.
Oh, geez, nice pillar crash. It's from a little itty bitty dog too. That's good, Holmes. All right, he smashes through it though. The pillar crumbles down around, damage to both Pogo and Nazim there as the pillars crush. The pillar, that one will no longer function as protecting you from it. But because he is slowed, he has no. He technically has some more movement, but he's not going to use it, and no bonus actions or anything else. So that is it for his turn. Actually, hang on. He would have a beam. No, that's also an action. Never mind. All right, that is it for his turn. Bringing us to Nazim.
All right, I'm going to continue to run towards that door. How far out? 25, 30.
And he potentially would have had an opportunity attack, but does not because he's slowed.
I think that's far. That's 30 right there, right?
And 15, 20. You still have 2 more, actually. That was only 20. You could go diagonal, so you'd have... Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, so I'm right next to the door here. This is that embalming door. Obviously, from right here, I can now see both these enemies. Do you know what these are yet?
You could have... Yeah, I mean, you saw them step through the portal. To the right of you, you see a mummy on a camel. Yeah.
All right, so pretty much it's just camel mummies. All right, in the meantime, I will just kind of reach towards the door, like I'm going to try and open it.
Okay.
And just trying to open this door as an escape route.
Okay. You touching the door, you see there's no doorknob or anything else around it, but when you touch it, the symbol, the embalming tool on the surface, glows faintly, and the door begins to slide into the wall. It's not something you can stand behind, it slides into the wall.
Okay. I'm assuming this will take probably a few seconds or same turn?
It isn't ready now, it will be within a few seconds, yeah. Like, you could slide through it, shortly, yes.
Okay. And opening this door, was that my action?
No, I'm saying it's just touching it. It'd be a free item interaction.
No. Okay, I can use my dash then to go into this room.
Okay.
Indiana Jones style, slide under that door. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Oh no, I can't see anything now.
Oh, your whole light plant is now moving around the corner.
Like a pink glow now coming out of the door frame.
Yeah, you have a tiny little sphere where you see snapping claws at you and soft hooves in the distance.
Yeah, I'm getting the fuck out, just so everyone knows. I'm screaming it. I'm screaming that in the darkness.
All right, I'm probably gonna yeet this stone to Pogo on my next turn.
It's just a pebble, yeah. Well, I mean, you could throw it in now if you wanted to, but that room that you're in is not illuminated, so you do.
But
actually, right now, it's currently
my guy has 120 feet of dark sight, though.
Yeah. Well, yes, you do. Yeah, you do. That's right. Yeah, from your patron. You do see that there's torches on the walls; they're just not lit. But yeah, you can toss the stone back in the room if you want to.
Okay, I'm just gonna shout, "Hey, Pogo!" and just chuck the stone into the thing as close as I can.
All right.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right. So I'm gonna put it on the ground about there, and it fills that much of the room. So now you should all be able to see whether you have other light or not. It plinked onto the floor about yay. Okay, bonus actions, Nazim?
That's it.
All right. That room, when you ran in, by the way, it is an embalming chamber. Let me give you some details here just a second, just for what you see there. There's nothing moving. There doesn't appear to be anything in there except for, these tools, basically, but you do see like a ritual embalming chamber. There are a lot of symbology and edifices that you recognize, the lion-headed Bastet, the snake-headed Sekhmet, and some other kind of deific figures, as well as some tools and canopic jars and things like that, but that's it.
Gotcha.
Okay, that brings us to Serana. She is, seeing that this pillar has been destroyed, is going to run... Well, first she's going to attempt to blast it real quick, actually. Let's see. Can she get... Yeah, she could do... Okay. From this angle, her options are a little bit limited, but she can blast a spell out here in the direction of the creature that won't hit Pogo, just because of the angle here. So she's going to do it about yay. Pogo, you feel a freezing blast past you of air that does not hit you, thankfully, but does seem to coat the scales of the creature in freezing mist. Oh shit, that should have been with disadvantage. Hang on. Or with advantage, rather. Roll it again. So it succeeds, but still half damage. All right, 16. And that is it for her turn. Sorry, for her action. And she is then going to run and then Misty Step to get herself behind a pillar over here. So she's going to run as far as she can to the yay, and then... All right, Justin. You nearly got... Well, she aimed it to not hit you, but blasted Cone of Cold right past you.
Oh, okay.
To not hit you. Serana did to hit the... There. All right, she is behind that pillar there. All right, that is it for her turn. Which one is that? That one's this one up here. All right, Pogo, there, out of the shadows behind you, you see a a mounted camel-born mummy, lizardish mummy, scaly mummy, come running in your direction, swinging a wide glaive, a long polearm in your direction.
Is it going to try to? Let me know if it's an attack or a.
It is. It's a physical attack. Yeah, it's going to swing at you with its glaive. Yeah.
Cutting words.
All right. Why do I not? I should have the glaive on here. I'm gonna use. It's. Hang on. Is this? It does have reach. That's good. Why is it not under features? All right. He is going to swing at you anyway, so I'll roll and manually do it. His modifier would be a +4.
Right, and then he has minus
proficiency.
6.
Okay.
He has minus 6 to that.
All right, so it'll be plus this roll +9, -6. All right, 17 minus 6 is 11. That won't hit.
That will not hit.
All right. So he swings in your direction and misses, and is going to run swing a second time for his multi-attack. But does cutting words affect both, or just the one attack? Just the one. All right. So the second one will not hit. Too low. So he swings in your direction with this scary dead camel, kind of, the camel's indifferent. It's not even snapping at you. It's just, it's a dead mount. It doesn't seem to be particularly intelligent as the mummy is coming at you, though. Now visible to you, though, because the room is illuminated by that stone. All right, that is it for his turn, bringing us to Arteme.
All right, I am going to go with the Braided Whiplash again.
Okay.
It still asks if I want to use a charge, which no longer has a charge, so that's...
Yeah, you can ignore that part. I'll have to fix it still, but 14 will not hit. Its AC is reduced by slow, so it's a 17 AC instead of a 19.
Okay, well, that's about it for now. I put my light cantrip up into my little thing. Okay. If I do need to, I will just cover it, because it's a little thing to where I can just, put a cover, so it's either lighting up or not, even if I don't release the cantrip. So I
am going to remind you though that if you stand where you're at, you're about to take a whole lot of damage. So you may want to get behind a pillar, because there's a blast of radiant damage that goes off from the scorpion every round, and it's going to happen in a couple more turns. So if you can make it behind a pillar in time.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, that's fine. With diagonals, I think you could make it there. All right. And you did previously see the scorpion crash into the pillar that Pogo was standing behind and destroyed the pillar, and it collapsed around him and hurt him. So keep that in mind as well. But as long as
that should be okay, I think.
Okay.
I think this might be the most classic video game boss fight we've ever played.
I was kind of go a little bit, you know what I mean? Like trying to add, well, okay, that's also why I tipped the hand a little bit about noticing certain things, whether you instead of making you guys roll perception checks to see if you noticed, that he might crash a pillar, things like that. So, add a little bit of dynamism, I guess, to the combat. All right, bringing us to Sarah's turn.
Okay, well, I'm not spending another 6th level spell, so we're gonna hit.
There is one more mummy to the right of you on a camel, and then there's one to the north and the scorpion.
Yeah, we're gonna target this guy. And
did you guys see the animation on the mummies in the camel? I thought that
I do. It looks really good.
Yeah, I spent a little time working on the
also,
foundry
they're
effects to do it.
Huge.
You're just a little halfling.
Yeah, I guess everything's kind of big, man.
29, that will hit. Your attack. Hang on, are you targeting the camel or the mummy?
The camel.
Targeting the mummy. The camel. Okay.
Or well, Sorry,
It's
that
two
direction.
separate targets.
The mummy.
Okay.
The mummy.
The one to the right of you. Gotcha. Okay, so the mummy. Okay. In that case, let's see. Well, it's still 29. That'll still hit. All right. What is that? The damage? Yeah, 21 damage. All right, nice shot.
Yep.
All right. You do note that as the firebolt impacts this scaly creature, the creature itself doesn't appear to be, all that. Well, it doesn't seem to get through the scales all that much. But as the wraps begin to catch fire, it seems to be very unhappy about that. It does take more damage than it typically would.
Okay.
It is a mummy. It's vulnerable to fire.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run up here behind Norok.
Okay.
Jump into his shadow.
Oh, jeez. All right, that's pretty risky. Okay, well.
And then I'm going to go up here.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. All right, shit. I thought you were
I'm
going to
using
use Norok's
his shadow to jump.
I got it. I got it.
there.
That makes sense. Okay, I get it. Go ahead and click the ability so it's in there too. But shit, when you first ran up, I thought you were hoping that Norok was dense enough that the radiant blast wouldn't permeate through him and get you. And I was like,
No.
you're still gonna get hit.
He's too meaty for that.
Yeah, exactly. He's not stone. He's dense, but he's not stone. All right. Yeah, that's within 120 feet. You're good. All right. So you teleport into the shadows behind the other pillar over there. That's good.
That's my turn.
All right. That brings us to the other mummy, which is the one that you just blasted. He is going to chase towards Serana, who is here. You blasted him, but he wasn't. He still sees Serana right there, so he's going to go after her. And is going to, let's see, he's not going to glaive attack instead. If I can get to the spell list, there we go. Oh, come on. Let's see, spellbook. He is going to, shit, he should have gone north instead. He's going to cast Harm at her. Yeah, Arteme hasn't hit him, and he sees Serana first, so he's going to cast it out. Serana, DC 20.
Does the pillar negate any of that since she's right next to a pillar?
Huh. That's a good point. The spell is still going into the aura around it. I'm going to say, that it'll be half for that, because she failed her save anyways, but, it'll be... Oh, geez.
Oh.
That was loud. 46 cut in half.
It's made me roll a dex save over here.
Sako deck save, not a Nazim deck save. All right, that is it. Bringing us to the environmental turn. The blast of radiant energy emits from the creature. It is quite... shit, where did it go? Rage of Ra, there we go. Sorry, I had to find it again. The thing that broke, like I can't... Well, the more annoying thing that broke really is that adding damage to abilities is like 10 more steps, and I didn't even find how to do it. It's so unintuitive until after I'd already set all this up, and I didn't have time to go back and do it. So let's see. That is for anyone not behind a pillar is 44 more damage. So that is just Pogo. Sarah is obstructed. Norok is not, and Nazim is obstructed. So just Norok and Pogo take 44 damage. Pogo still standing? You're muted, Justin.
Sorry. Pogo's unconscious, and he is in front of this giant scorpion. He had a plan too, guys. He had a plan. He didn't know before. He had a plan before he realized these pillars could get destroyed, and now his plan has failed.
All right. So Pogo is down. There's no one close to him at the moment, but he is unconscious and bleeding on the floor next to some rubble. And a camel, so his nightmares will be fully realized.
I'm gonna eat my camel, just like the fucking gypsy said.
The oracle has always told you would die by camel bite. It was gonna gum you to death.
The camel's gonna eat me.
It is your turn, so it's here's your first death save.
See, this is how it started. This is how it started when I was young, a gypsy lady when I was being raised by my dwarf parents. Told me I would be eaten by a camel to death.
Back when your name was still Thomas.
God dang it.
You're raised by
time, Pogo.
parents?
I was raised by dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Pogo's ever told any of us that.
He doesn't tell anybody his backstory. Yeah, he tells embellished and falsifies versions of his backstory.
Yeah. But I don't think anyone's asked him. And honest to God, I don't know if anyone's actually ever asked.
Well, they did hear a couple of times. They've heard other aliases of you used.
Yeah, they heard Tibbles alias.
And Mercurio.
Yeah, Mercurio.
Yeah. Death save time, Pogo.
Oh, really? What did I get?
It was because the blast. It was your turn. So the blast happened.
Sorry,
you're down. You're good. And then it was your turn, so it's death save time. And then Norok, you're up next.
Is it a Constitution saving throw or ability check?
If you on your main page on your character sheet, you should have where it says death saves. Just click the word death saves, and it should be able to roll it for you with your con modifier.
There it is. Got it.
Assuming that still works, anyways. Oh, geez, that was on a 12 too. All right, so that is one fail. So Pogo is down one death save, one negative death save.
I'm fine.
It is Norok's turn. What you doing, Holmes?
All right. Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
I should have kept track of that. I don't remember whose turn it was. I'm just going to do it on his turn is when I think I did it. That thing of being able to crash into the pillar, you can technically do that after anyone's turn. That's right. I just use it as an action. That's right. Never mind. It's still only once per turn anyway, so it doesn't really, or round anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All right, see if I can whack this thing. We'll use Great Weapon Master and Reckless.
All right.
Good thing.
26, that will hit.
Okay. Oh, and I'll use my Tribal Fury. I think it has to add another damage dice to it if it hits. Well, it did hit, so.
It did hit, yeah.
Add another damage dice? Yeah.
All right. So that would be, yep, that's 14 so far. Sorry, 24. It's 24, yeah, sorry.
And then it's a D12?
Yep, it's another of the same damage die of the weapon.
Okay. There's my throw. Did he go?
Maybe I haven't seen it yet. There we go. Now it's coming. All right. 24, 35. That's a good hit.
No.
He's not quite bloodied yet.
Okay. One more time.
Bloody. I think I told you guys this. Bloodied is official now, by the way. So
yeah, that's what you were saying.
DMs are supposed to tell you if the creature is below 50% hit points. 18 will. It wouldn't normally hit, but since he's slowed, it will. So more damage. All right, another 11. That it for attacks?
Yep, and I already moved. So that's it.
All right. That'll bring us to the Scorpion himself. He is going to spin in... he didn't see the teleport, so he's going to spin to the south towards Artemis, crashing into that pillar there. If I can find it. There we go, Crushing Defender. All creatures within 15 feet of the pillar take 4d10 plus 20 damage. So, Artemis, you'll still be hit by that. You're still within the 15 feet. The pillar is crushed. Or 4d10 plus 20. Artemis, that is 39 damage as that pillar goes down. And is no longer obstructing. We go. And I need to remove the walls. And since he's slowed, he can't really do anything else. Let me get the walls down. And that will bring us to Nazim. So Nazim, the rest of your group are having a rough time of it in the room to the south. You don't see much that would be of use to you in that room at the moment.
But
it
you
does look
hear
like a ritual
Pogo
moment.
stop yelling obscenities. Which frightens and worries you.
All right. My idea was perhaps one of these rooms has something that we can use in this combat. You said that all 4 of these lights were off. DM question: the Eldritch Blast shows it's just a pure energy bolts. Obviously, energy, electricity, spark. Will that be sufficient enough to light these torches in this room? All 4?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't do any.
Heat.
What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, it's not heat or the. It's an IM word that I'm not
Ignite.
getting at the moment. Ignite. There we go. Doesn't ignite anything.
All right. Just from where I could stand, can I see anything out of the ordinary in this room, or detect anything arcanic in here?
The room definitely looks important, but it doesn't appear to be of use to you at this moment. I'll put it that way.
Okay. I will quickly venture forth to see if there's anything else in that next room over. So what I'll do is I'll just do my 30 feet.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. Flick my tinder box if possible as I walk past this thing, just to turn this one torch.
Yeah, that's fine. Sure. That'll be an item interaction.
Yep. And then 25, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I just prepare to open the door.
Okay.
Or if I have actions to kick the door open or whatever, open it, I'll open it.
That's fine. You can open it. It's just that this one actually does have a regular doorknob. It looks like a plain mundane door. You open it. It looks like a hallway. It goes forward and then turns south. Looks like it would probably connect back to the vestibule that you came in through.
Yeah. Shoot. Okay. And actions. Do I have any actions available to me, or did I use that?
You had your free item interaction that you already used, so you still have your action and bonus action.
All right. I will dash through this hall then.
Okay.
10, 15, 30. Is that 30 right there?
You have one more.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, one more. All right.
All right. That
So
if you're turn.
making my way through this hall. If it pops out to where the group is, then cool. I can continue fighting.
Okay.
If not, then maybe I find something that helps.
All right. That'll bring us to Serana. She is going to move herself. Well, first she's going to. Let's see. She is going to blast this mummy and camel in front of her with a lightning bolt, and she's going to upcast it. All right, DC 18 dex saves.
So anyway, you started blasting.
Mm-hmm. She's double pistoling it. Fails his dex save. I think that's going to be more than enough. 51, yeah, that'll do. All right, so the mummy and the camel are exploded. Then she's going to Misty Step her way over to the... she could probably make it with a run, actually. She's going to run to the other pillar and get behind it. That is it for her turn, bringing us to... is that the one that's still alive? It is. All right, so the one that is still over there by Pogo. Pogo is unconscious at the moment, so he is going to whirl in... you know what? He is going to go north. And riding the camel. The camel's speed is 50. All right, so he's going to do that and dash. Pogo, you hear the soft feet of a camel running in your direction. Oh, interesting. It broke the mounting. Interesting. Is that... Okay, there we go. It fixed it. He's chasing down the hallway after you, swinging his glaive, is going to swing at you. He has reach. He can... it's 15 feet on the glaive. Which I have to roll manually because it wasn't in there. Oops.
Wait, you said Pogo, but you...
Oh, sorry. I meant Nazim. Yes, I meant Nazim. Sorry.
I'm like,
yeah, you're unconscious. Yeah, he's not. No, he's not going
after
you.
my brain?
Yeah, I was wondering why the camel's coming up on me. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yep. I don't think it'll make it though. It's a 14. Hang on. Do you might make it? You have your reaction, I think, right?
Still do, yeah.
Okay, so AC is a 14. Yeah, so it would hit if you choose to use your reaction. This one would miss.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and use reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, use a reaction for this one.
All right, so that makes your AC for the moment 17. He's going to swing a second time.
6
For a 9 would be 18. So this one does hit.
Boo.
And that is 2d12. Plus his strength is 4, so it is 17 damage.
Good lord.
Of him swinging at you.
All right, I am definitely hurt a little bit now.
All right, but you're not unconscious though, right? Because it'll be
No. I'm
okay.
still
Yeah, being away from the
conscious.
team like that and unconscious would be real risky.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That is it for his turn. We're going to start him. So Fox, you are still behind a crushed pillar. That pillar is no longer providing any obstruction for you anymore. There's still others in the room that you could use potentially. The scorpion himself is not quite bloodied yet.
Okay. I'm guessing I can't make it all the way to Pogo.
With a dash, you could. You could, yeah, if you dash, which would take your action to do it, you would need a bonus. Well, if you were going to try to bring him back up, it would need a resurrection. Or you would need a bonus action, sorry. He doesn't need a resurrection yet.
So if I feed him a potion, that's bonus?
No, that'd be an action, yeah. To feed someone else a potion. Drinking it yourself is bonus action, but someone else is an action.
Right. Okay, so I should have a bonus healing anyway. So I'm going to... Actually,
healing word is a bonus, and that's at range, so you could run up there, still have your bonus action and action, but you would be in range of the blast again.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to use a healing word on him from ranged.
Okay.
If I could find a spell.
Healing word 60 feet, let's see. Oh, you have the scorpion targeted, so you're not actually healing him, of course. I assume it's on Pogo.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
That's definitely
he is within 60 feet.
Pogo.
Perfect. Yeah, you can actually heal him from there without having to move towards him, so that works.
Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to...
Too many humps!
And she rolled well, too, so it's 9 hit points to Pogo.
I'm alive! Oh, shit.
I'm going to go to this over here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my bow.
Okay. You still have 5 more feet, and I would suggest using it after your shot, Fox, just because Artemis, where you're standing, you'd still be hit. So, but take your shot first.
Sorry, I would have shot. Yeah, I would have.
Before you move, that's fine too. Yeah, either way. All right, 22 will hit. Go and roll your damage. All right, another 5. All right, and you are behind a pillar, so you're good there as far as I would say probably that's too far. It'd be 1 up and 1 left. I'm sorry, 2 up and 1 left is where you would be. All right, and that brings us to that. If your turn, Fox. That was bonus action movement. So.
Yeah, I think I'm more.
Yeah, it'd be. Hang on, I'm on the wrong tool. You would be right here. Did you illuminated your orb, right? Like on yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I put the light on myself, so I could.
I didn't turn it on. Sorry, so you probably couldn't see very well. I just turned it on for you, so you can see better now.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. It used to automatically turn on, and now it doesn't. So it's
I think you guys can do it yourselves. If you right-click your own token, do you see a little icon that looks like it's supposed to look like a fire in the top left? And if you mouse over, it says torch. Do you guys see that or no?
Oh yeah, I see it. But when I used to hit the light cantrip, it used to do it automatically. But
yeah, that probably broke with one of the updates. That's not. I haven't even looked at that.
That most definitely broke.
Yeah. I'll look at it when we go through all the, when I go to fix everything. So, but I turned it on for you now, so it's good. All right, that brings us to Sarah. Yep. What you doing, Becky?
Okay, so the other camel that was in this room is gone. Yes.
So there were 2. Sirana destroyed one with a lightning bolt, and he just kind of incinerated, and he's in a pile of ash down by Artemis. The other one chased after Nazim.
Okay.
And left the room.
Well, I can't make it out of the room, and I can't really do much to the scorpion right now, so I'm gonna get on my broom.
Okay.
And I'm going to come here. I'm going to go here. No, is that far enough? 15, 20, 30. Nope, I need 1 more. Here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my mage hand.
Okay.
To bring Pogo one of my greater healing potions.
Okay. All right, so a Pogo, a floating, translucent blue hand brings a reddish, orangish bottle over to you, drops it in your lap as you're still on the ground. conscious but not.
Turn?
What's that? That one definitely broke. I just took it out completely. Yeah, the item transfer. I'll just drop it in your inventory, Pogo.
Cool.
Change
You said
my
greater, Becky?
thing. Yes, I have 2 graders, so I'm gonna give him 1.
All right, just go ahead and mark it off. Mark off 1, and I'll increase graders on Pogo.
And
There
that
we
is
go.
my turn.
All right. That brings us to the environment then. There is another glowing blast emanating from the scorpion itself. The only one... Oh, shit. Well, it was fun while it lasted. Unfortunately, Pogo is still on the ground. The blast emanating from the scorpion is not otherwise impeded at all. It sets off...
Being buried in rubble doesn't help him.
Oh, I mean, it did kind of collapse around him, but he wasn't underneath it.
I was already on top of the rubble when I died.
Yeah, yep. So thankfully he hadn't used his greater healing potion yet, so it's still sitting on his lap. The blast.
No waste. No, we don't want to waste any part of the buffalo.
4d10 plus 20. Norok and Pogo are the only ones taking this. It is another 46. Geez, these have been awful rolls, guys. Definitely on the upper end each time. So 46 damage to each of you. Pogo, you're just back down to 0 again. Norok is actually at 44 hit points right now. So.
My god.
I tried to tell you, you got to get behind these pillars, but it's chewing through him, standing there. But that is it for the environment turn. Bringing us to Pogo's turn. Pogo, another death save. It doesn't.
Hey, this is my first one.
That's what I mean. It does reset. It's not in addition to the previous. You're at 0 again right now.
Yeah!
But another failed.
Getting the big old 4.
The scorpion is just above bloodied currently. Thankfully, the mummies are no longer in here. But
real quick, are a death saving throw the same as a con save?
It is a con save, yeah.
It should have a +1 on it. Am I not seeing a +1 on it?
I'm seeing.
It doesn't matter.
No, it should. Yeah, it should have a +1 on there. Yeah.
So the con save,
so that's broken too.
Might be a little broken.
Yep. So we'll need to remember to add modifiers on there too. So that would have been a 5. It would still fail, of course, but it's still a 5 instead of a 4. So we'll keep that in mind too. When I go through everything to try to fix it all, we'll double check the math on a bunch of stuff too, just to make sure that it's all working like it's supposed to. Just because I don't trust it in the meantime. So, all right, Holmes, it is your turn.
Were just a D20 roll, and you had to roll above a 10.
That's what I can't remember, if it's a con save or if it's a D20.
Yeah, I thought it's supposed to have your con modifier, isn't it? I mean, it would make sense for it to. Let's see.
It might not.
Death save versus con save. Ben, go ahead. What are you doing? Well, I'm seeing why aren't death saves con saves?
Oh.
Opinion, straight death save versus adding con. Yeah, well, okay. The argument that I'm seeing is that it's already factored into your HP total, so adding it to your death saves wouldn't make sense either, which I kind of get. So I can see the argument either direction, really, to be fair. But then, if you built a barbarian or something with a ton of con, then you never die by the time you get through later stages. What's up, Holmes?
See if I can hit this dude again.
All right.
I'll use my Weapon Master and Reckless Stack again.
All right.
Advantage. There we go.
26, that will hit. It took you 15 feet to get to where you are, so as far as your movement. 8 more damage, all right. That was great, my Master, so it's 18, right?
Yeah.
All right, 18 more. He is bloodied. All right, 19 will hit.
Okay.
All right, another 13. Any bonus actions or further movement? One more blast might take you out.
I don't have enough to get behind that pillar, but 20, 25, 30, 35, and 40.
Well, hang on. Well, diagonals, you'd have 2 more, because you went straight that whole time, so you have 2 more, which doesn't get you all the way behind it, but yeah. I would say go to the right. You'd at least be slightly more obscured on the other side of it.
Yeah.
Like one more to the right. There you go. Just like that. That's just suggestion-wise anyways, because he's not likely to go south of you. since he can't, his options are limited because of slowed, so he can't really do much except crash into pillars right now. He doesn't have to crash into the pillar every time, but that is, thus far what he's been choosing to do apparently.
Yeah.
So, all right. Bringing us to its turn, actually. He is going to... he did get... Well, let's see. She was floating a thing over, and you've been attacking him, but... Yeah, he is going to slam northward into this pillar here, destroying it. And the little shadowy halfling behind it, 4d10 plus 20. Of force damage. 29 damage to Sarah as that pillar collapses. Let me remove that. Copy the rubble again.
These pillars are safety and our demise.
Being too close to them, you only have to be on the other side of it. You don't have to be close to them.
Hell, 2 turns ago, Pogo that information.
Really? Who is now sleeping very peacefully with a rock underneath his head.
He's having nightmares of camels eating his feet.
That's good. Con save is good, so slow is still up. That is no actions or bonus or no further actions or bonus actions, I guess. That is it for his turn. Bringing us to Nazim.
All right, let's see here. So being chased by this lovely camel still. All right, so what I'll do then is continue to run through the hallway, 30 feet. Wrong way, stupid. 5, 10. Oh, I lost sight of him here. I will stop here so I still have line of sight and cast my cantrips. And let me go ahead and target him. So highlight, press T. There we go. Dead camel. And cast my Eldritch Blast. Casting now. All 4 are going to hit him.
Okay. 15, I think. Hang on. Well, are you attacking the camel or the mummy?
I will be attacking... let's just shoot for the mummy, I guess. Or actually, shoot for the camel.
Okay. All right. The camel is... That will definitely hit. Okay.
All right. Damage. Normal.
All right. 8. 16, that'll hit. 6 more damage. Hold tight on that third roll. The second blast of it, as it impacts the camel, it shreds beneath the mummy, collapses beneath it, kind of stumbles forward, cracks its neck on the ground. The mummy clatters onto the floor, picks up its glaive, is still staring at you.
All right. Switching targets to mummy.
Okay.
And the last 2 are going to the mummy.
All right.
I rolled a 23 on that one there.
That'll hit.
All right, damage, and we got 1 more cast.
All right, 14 damage to the mummy.
Last one.
And 21, that'll hit.
All right, casting.
You'll need to retarget the mummy there, but it's okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. And 9 more damage to him.
Yep.
All right.
Then,
that was actions. You still have bonus actions and movement.
Yeah, I still have, 15 feet?
You moved 5,
10?
You moved 10, so you still have 20 feet.
5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. You see a door at the end of the hallway that you gather probably goes into that same vestibule you guys left.
Gotcha. All right, I'm good here. I will spin around and just prepare for the mummy to chase me.
Okay. All right, that'll bring us back to Serana. She is going to... Let's see if she can get a decent angle on this. She's going to step around the pillar far enough to be able to cast a spell at the scorpion again. If I can find it. And she's going to upcast it again, having seen this was effective at least thus far. Yeah, she can aim that without... Oh, can she? Shit. Oh, okay, just barely aimed that without getting Pogo or Sarah in it. Oh, I didn't move that. There we go. All right, and dex save with advantage. A natural 20 and a natural 1. Jeez. All right, damage. All right, so 24. Still not awful. He is in decently rough shape at this point. Still has a good chunk of hit points, though. That is it for Serana's turn. Oh, she's going to hop back behind the pillar, though. To keep it between the two of them. That mummy is in the hallway with Pogo. He is going to chase after him. His movement, though, off is only 20 feet.
Again, his name is Nazim, not Pogo.
Sorry. Let's see. One, he can only get to about there. He's slowly kind of making his way around the corner. You see the tip of the glaive come around the corner, Nazim, and then kind of clambers up and isn't quite able to make it to you just yet. Bringing us to Artemis' turn.
I'll just make a gesture towards him while he's coming around the corner.
Okay. Fox, you back? All right, Fox stepped away for a second, so we may... let's... here, I'll do this. And we'll jump over to Sarah, and then we'll come back to Artemis, and we'll because that'll be the end of the round, so we'll call the game after that for tonight. What you doing, Sarah?
Well, I'm going to use my movement to go over to Pogo.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my action to grab that potion I sent to him and just
All right.
shove it down him.
All right. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh.
It's a 48, I think, for a greater.
Still got one in my inventory.
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Oh, 44 plus 4.
Oh, 2, 3 ones. Jeez.
Well, I mean, if he gets hit by that blast, it's kind of not going to make a huge difference. Which, the blast is going to go off. So, unless you can get him away from there and outside of the... Yeah. I mean, you have the broom. You could,
I do. I will do that.
All right.
We'll get on the broom and...
All right, so he's conscious now, so I would say that it's not dead weight anymore. So, Pogo, assuming you're not resisting, you can clamber up onto the broom with her.
Yes, I think I will do that.
All right. The door is no, sorry, that's the portcullis is closing, Sarah, so you'd either have to fly behind another pillar, or if you fly northward, you saw Nazim go through that, and he didn't scream like he got blasted, so you might be safe if you go northward on the broom. Around the corner to the north.
To that, this is 20, 25 to the door.
It's 60 on the broom, right? So you definitely have enough.
50.
50 on the broom? Okay, then you could make it to the right there with it, which is just barely outside of it.
Perfect. We'll go
That
right
work?
there.
All right, I'll drag Pogo over. There you go. Leaving a trail of blood as you fly by. Little halfling blood droplets.
I'm just shooting blood all over the place.
All right. Artemis back or no? All right. So we'll go. What we'll do is we'll wrap the turn here. The blast is going to go off. I'm going to go ahead and do it now because it may potentially do one of those rare things, which is send Norak unconscious because he is not quite behind the pillar where he is. Okay, Fox. We're running on time here, Fox. So if you've got a quick action to do.
Shoot me back.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to use my short bow on the scorpion.
Sure. Go ahead and make your roll. Oh, geez. They added charges to your bow, too. That's so stupid. That hits.
They added charges to everything.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go through them one by one and fix them. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. So I tried to see if I could fix it myself, but no, I cannot remove the charges. You'll have to do it on your own.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll take care of it. Go ahead and roll the damage. Oh, right. Good roll, at least. All right, 8 more damage to him. He's not looking good. I mean, he's definitely, beginning to tear apart in certain areas. He is just an insect underneath all of that, after all. An arthropod, technically. All right. What we'll do is the blast is going to go off. Norak is in range of it. Artemis, okay, where you are there, Artemis, if that one gets blown up, you would not take the force damage from it.
That was the point. I do have a bonus action, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Where's my spell book?
Probably where you left it.
Mm-hmm. I meant like in the
that didn't change. That part didn't get a.
I was leaving mine on the floor in the bathroom. I was
yeah, thankfully not. I was just looking. I'm like, okay, where's my prepared spell? Scroll down.
All right, 6 healing to Norok. That may
Not
actually
as
make the
good,
difference.
but it's a bit.
Yeah, no, that literally may make the difference because it's been he has 44 hit points left, Ben does, and a couple of times the blast has been like 44 or 46, something like that. So, did
Yeah,
you apply that, G?
I had him targeted, so it should have
Oh,
automatically.
yeah, it looks like it. Okay, I think it did. All right, here is the blast. There it is. Okay. All right, so the explosion 38. So you just barely still up. Go ahead and remove the 38. And we will call it there for tonight. It is, let's see, we're on the 27th. I know the 3rd was out for a couple of people. The 10th was out for a couple of people, I think. How about the 17th?
Right,
I mean,
for me,
let's just verify. The 3rd didn't work. I don't remember for who off the top of my head. Was it Fox maybe that couldn't do the 3rd?
Yeah.
Okay. 10th? Anybody can't do the 10th?
Birthday.
I could do any
Oh,
day.
that's okay. Okay, so the 10th then. So just that was the one for the 10th then. How about 17th?
I'm good on 17.
I'm good
So
any
we-
day. Any's good.
Okay. All right. Then we will pick up on the 17th, guys.
All right.
All right.
Night, everybody.
Good job for me not completely fucking dead, everybody.
Alright, thank you.
Yep. I'll put it in the thing too, Fox. All right. Night,
Night.
everybody.
Awesome.
Bye.
Night all.